President Bola Ahmed Tinubu in trouble as the American veterans have written a petition to President Donald Trump seeking for his intervention in the release of the detained indigenous people of Biafra and leader Nnamdi Kanu. Why did I say that the president is in trouble? It is because the last thing that Tinubu will want or should want is for Donald Trump to pay attention to Nigeria and to his government. And there is a likelihood, which I should prove, that this petition will get the attention of Donald Trump. And that is not what President Bola Ahmed Tinubu wants. Because when Donald Trump pay attention to Tinubu and Nigerian government, Donald Trump will discover their relationship with Barack Obama and Joe Biden. Two people that Donald Trump detests their role in American foreign policy, and he would like to make some changes. This is because, for those who don't know, Barack Obama played a key role in the APC coming to power, and Bola Ahmed Tinubu is a beneficiary of that American Barack Obama agenda that brought Buhari to power, which Tinubu is enjoying today too. So the onus is now on President Bola Ahmed Tinubu to know what to do. Now, what is the issue? Now, the American veterans, they had written to President Donald Trump, drawing attention to the United Nations group on arbitrary detention recommendation and demand in 2022 that Nnamdi Kanu, the detained leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, should be released without delay, and that his detention violated 16 international covenants on human rights, and that he should be detained and repatriated back to Kenya. He should be released and repatriated back to where he came from. That was the key demand of the American veterans in their petition to Donald Trump. And that petition, you can go and read the full details of their demand in the Guardian newspaper. But let us first of all concentrate on the real meat of the story. The real meat of the story is that the veterans petition American President Donald Trump. And this is why this is important and why this is likely to have a lot of impact, is because this is a Republican president, Donald Trump. And Donald Trump's chief of staff, the person that is in charge of drawing attention to any issue to Donald Trump, the chief of staff is not a person that is unknown. It's not unknown. IPOB is not unknown to her. Susie Wiles is the first woman to be the chief of staff to American president. Donald Trump made history when he appointed her as the chief of staff. And it was not for any reason. It was because she was a very influential woman who was able to coordinate a disorganized campaign of Trump and organize it well. And that organization, you have seen that she has brought it also into the running of Trump second term, or Trump 2.0. Is better organized like in the last term. And this Susie Wiles had been a lobbyist for IPOB in Washington. Her company has worked with IPOB, lobbying for IPOB in America. So when this petition comes up, which has already been submitted, and copies of it shared to the Nigerian media practitioners, the name IPOB will not be a new name. It will not be strange to the White House because Susie Wiles is there. She had worked for IPOB between 2019 and 2022, and already the record of their association has been recorded by the Justice Department in the United States. It's an open book. So that means that that petition is likely to get the attention of Donald Trump. So if an organization like IPOB has a listening ear in the White House, it should be able to worry President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, because there is no love lost between the President's White House and the White House of Barack Obama and Joe Biden. And if you look at Susie Wiles, the name of her company is Mercury Public Affairs, where she was co-chair since February 2022. But she had been lobbying for IPOB since 2019, according to records by Justice Department in the United States. And report also by foreignlobby.com in 2021 said that IPOB has a lobbying agreement with her company. And it was reported that IPOB had paid about $254,000 for their services, according to the record by U.S. Department of Justice as at 2023. Now, this suggests that the petition is likely to get the attention of the United States government through Susie Wiles, the Chief of Staff. That should worry President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Because as I said earlier in the intro, there is no love lost between Barack Obama and Donald Trump. And for the fact that that Barack Obama were the people that planted the APC government in Nigeria, which I have already done a video about it, how Barack Obama sent his political strategists to Nigeria to work with the APC, who were then in the opposition, to ensure that the PDP government led by Jonathan does not return. Okay, so it is even the APC were so proud of it that they hired Americans to strategize for them. In fact, the APC change you hear about, that change slogan was coined by the American strategist David Axelrod, one of the political strategists of Barack Obama. So all this information, I can tell you for free, there's no way that Donald Trump will not be aware of it. So anything that will draw attention of Trump to Tinubu and co is something that I'm sure Tinubu will not be comfortable with it. That's my take. He shouldn't be comfortable with it because Trump doesn't suffer fools gladly. Anything that has to do with Barack Obama and Biden, if he can change it, he will change it. And to show you what is going on, remember that recently the American embassy shared a report which condemned the Tinubu government for prioritizing building mansions while people are suffering in Nigeria. American embassy under Barack Obama or Joe Biden wouldn't have share that kind of message. But there is a new sheriff in Washington. So that should be of concern to Bola Ahmed Tinubu. And what can he do? The only thing he can do is probably to sort out the problem, is to find out how he can be able to release Nnamdi Kanu in such a way that all the parties are going to be satisfied. Both Nigerian friends in Washington and politicians in Nigeria and those in the southeast, they will be satisfied. That should be the priority. So how is he going to do it? The only way he can do it is by going back to the report of the United Nations group on arbitrary detention of persons, which after surveying, after looking at Nnamdi Kanu matter, how he was renditioned from Kenya to Nigeria, declared that it was an illegality, that it was a violation of international law, and that Nnamdi Kanu should be released immediately. That was their recommendation. That was since July 2022. And that was at the core of the demand of the petition of the American veterans who have submitted a petition against the Nigerian government. That was at the core of it. If Tinubu can obey that, then he will have saved himself the trouble of Trump getting to pay more attention to Nigeria, going to pay more attention even on how their government come to be in place through Barack Obama. Is he going to do it? The onus is on him to decide whether he's going to do it or not. But that is my interpretation of this news that has come up there. Of course, when you read the full report, you will see other demands they were making about the judges, the enlisted judges in Nigeria, who they are calling for international sanction, United States sanction against them because of their role in the detention and prosecution of Nnamdi Kanu. But that's a story for another day. But what do you think about the implication of this petition at a time in the White House where you have a chief of staff who knows IPOB? As far as this chief of staff is concerned, IPOB is not a terrorist organization. It's an organization that seeks for human rights, for self-determination. That is what IPOB is in the United States. That's why they had the courage to lobby for whatever they are agitating for in the United States Congress. And now they have somebody who they have worked with in the White House who can bring to attention the issue of the detention of their leader. I don't know what to think about this, but whatever is your position on this matter, what do you think that Tinubu should do? Should he obey the United Nations? Or does he wait and pander to politicians in Nigeria who are profiting from the detention of Nnamdi Kanu? Or what? What is your position? Whatever is your position, let's hear from you at the comment section. Thank you for watching this video. And if you are new to my channel, you have not yet subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel, hit the subscription button, hit the notification bell. When you subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell, anytime I have a new video, you'll be among the first to know. God bless you. And please don't forget to like this video, because when you like it, God will rank it high and recommend it for more people. Thank you, and God bless you and yours.